Hello everyone, welcome to the session. In this session, we are going to discuss how to send data from Logstash to AWS SNS. SNS means Simple Notification Service. We have divided this session in two parts. Number one, configuration related to AWS SNS. Number two, configuration related to Logstash pipeline. So first, let's see the configuration related to AWS SNS. First, you need to log in the AWS with your credential and you need to search the SNS. Then you will see this simple notification service. Click on it. Then you need to click here topics. Now we will create the topic. Click on create topic and you need to select this standard. Then give the topic name using this as a topic name. The same you can paste here or you can give here any different name of your choice. Then you need to scroll down and you will see this option create topic. So you can see topic created successfully. After the topic is created, you need to add the subscription with that topic. So let's add the subscription. You need to click on the create subscription and in this drop down you need to select the subscription which you want to add with the topic. These subscription available, you can choose particular subscription based on your requirement. So I am choosing the email as a subscriber. So I have chosen email. So here I need to enter my email ID where I want to get the message. This is my email ID. Copy. Then you need to click on create subscription. You can see subscription to this created successfully. So here you can see pending confirmation. So here you need to select this and click on request confirmation. So the AWS will send the email on this email ID to complete the subscription process. So let's click on this. You can see confirmation request was sent successfully. So let's check the email. Let's refresh this. Sometimes we also get this email in the spam. Let's click on the spam also. You can see this is the latest email we have received from AWS. So here you can see confirm subscription. So you can right click on this and copy link address. After copying the link address, you need to go to the AWS portal. Then you need to click on confirm subscription and you have to paste that link we have copied and click on confirm subscription. So you can see subscription was confirmed successfully. So you can see the status confirmed. So we have subscribed the topic. So whenever we will send any message to this topic, that would be delivered to this email ID. As per your requirement, you can add more than one subscription. Clicking on create subscription and you can choose this topic and the which subscription you want to add. So if you want to get the message sent to the topic on this SQS, then you can click SQS, or you can also select any other option or any other application showing here. If you want to get some SMS, you can also use this SMS. So there are different subscriptions available. As per your requirement, you can choose one or more than one. So for the demo, I have chosen the only single subscription, that is email. So whenever we will send any message to the topic, this particular topic, then we will get the message on the email ID we have given. So this is the subscription. Now let's click on topics and you will see here, and here you will see the subscription under the topic also. Means this topic having these subscription present here. So right now it is email only. This is one part related to SNS configuration or topic creation. Now you need to add the permission to the IAM user so that we can connect from Logstash or any other application to this topic or SNS service. Now you need to click on the users. So you can see I have one user already created this. If you don't have any user already created, you can click on the add users and you can create the user for you. If you want to know how to create the user, then you can follow my previous video on Logstash and S3 integration, where I have explained how to add the user from scratch. For now, we are using the existing user. So clicking on this, you need to add the policy related to SNS so that we can perform the operations on the SNS from our application, or we can connect to the SNS service or topic from our application. So here you can see one policy already attached that is related to S3. Now I want to attach the policy related to SNS. So you need to click on the add permission, click on add permission, then you need to click on attach policy directly, and here you can search SNS. So you will see few policy related to SNS. You need to use this Amazon SNS full access. Click on this, click next, add permission. So policy added with that particular user, this user. Here you can see two policies under that particular user. So this user can perform the operations related to SNS as well as S3. Next step is to get the access key and secret key related to this user so that our application like Logstash or any other application can access the. So we need to create the access key and the secret key. Let's click on this user and here you will see the security credentials. Click on the security credentials, then you need to go to this option access keys. You need to click on the create access key. For which purpose you want to create the access key? I will use the access key to access S3 bucket from my local system from the Logstash. After selecting this option, you need to click this and then click next. This is optional, you can leave this as it is and click on create access key. Now you can see the access key created successfully. So this is the access key and this is the secret key. Both keys are important, you don't have to share with anyone, and we will use these key in our Logstash application. So you need to copy both these key. So I am copying both. This is the access key. For the demo purpose only I am just sharing these keys, but after the demo I will delete the keys from my account. So we are done with the first part. Now let's move on to the second part, this configuration related to Logstash pipeline. Now let's see the Logstash pipeline which we are using in this demo session. We are having one CSV file which is being read by the filebeat. Here this is filebeat, and this filebeat is sending the event or data to Logstash. Then Logstash would send the data to console. Here we have console, and it will also send the data to SNS, AWS SNS. So this is the basically CSV event. Event contains the data which filebeat would read from this CSV file. As we discussed in the previous sessions that filebeat read the data line by line. For every line, one CSV event or event is generated to Logstash. Let's move on to the configuration part. So this is the Logstash configuration file YAML. We are using this file, and in the output stage or output section, we are using the SNS output plugin to send the data to SNS. So this is the SNS configuration. We are using the access key. Here you need to use the access key which we have copied from the AWS. This is the secret key which we also copied. So these are the two important keys. Now we need to use the region where our SNS service created, or basically where our topic created. So let's go to the AWS SNS and see the region where we created our topic. So this is the SNS service, and you can see this is the topic we created. And let's go to this topic and see the region. And here in the ARN you can see this. So this is the basically region where we created our this topic. So this is the name of the region. You can see I already copied here. We need to use the ARN, which is the identifier for the topic. Here you can see in the ARN we also have the topic name. So this ARN you can copy from the SNS service or from the topic. So let's see where it is present. You can see this is the topic, and here you can see ARN. So you need to copy this. So this is configuration related to SNS. This is the input configuration of Logstash. So the Logstash getting the data from FileBeat, you can see on this port. Now this is the filter section, and this is the optional. I am mutating or removing few fields from the event, and in this mutate filter, this one, I am renaming this message field to SNS message and also adding one field SNS subject. So I am giving the subject name this. SNS Logstash output plugin check these two fields, SNS underscore subject and SNS message. So SNS output plugin checks these two fields in the event. This field contains the subject of the basically message or subject of the notification, you can say, and SNS message contains the actual message, the payload. SNS subject can store max 100 characters. If you are using more than 100 characters, it would truncate to 100 characters, and the size of message could be up to 32768 bytes. So these are the limitation for SNS alert. This is the field which will contain the data of the CSV file, which is sent from the FileBeat to Logstash. We have renamed this message to SNS message. So how it will work? FileBeat will send the data to this Logstash. Logstash will apply these mutate filter and this mutate filter, and it will rename the field message to SNS and also add one field SNS subject, which will have this subject alert, and then it will give the event to SNS plugin, and that plugin will extract the data from the event and will use these parameter to connect to the SNS and will send that message to the AWS SNS or to the topic. This is the CSV file which we are using, and this is the FileBeat configuration. So FileBeat will get the data from CSV, this file, and it will send the data to Logstash, and this is the configuration of Logstash. Now let's start our Logstash server and FileBeat server and see if we are able to send the message from Logstash to SNS. So I have launched the bin path of the Logstash in the command prompt, and I'm running the command to start the Logstash. So this is the command to start the Logstash, and here you can see I'm using the SNS configuration file. Let's press enter. Let's wait for the Logstash to be up and running. Meanwhile, let's start the file width. So before we start the file width, let's remove the data from the CSV file first. So let's remove this. From here we will add the data one by one as soon as our file width and Logstash are up and running. So I have removed the data from CSV file. You can see. Now let's start the file width. So I have launched the file width path in the command prompt and running the command to start the file width. So this is the file width command. This is the name of the file width configuration file. So let's press enter and let's wait for file width and Logstash to be up and running. Logstash is started successfully, you can see. And let's also check the file width. File width also started. So both the softwares are started. Now let's add the data in the CSV file. So let's add these two lines in the CSV file. As soon as we save this file, FileWidth will read this file, will send the event to the Logstash. Logstash will send the data to the SNS service, or we can say to the topic, and then SNS service will send the data to email, because email is the subscriber of that particular topic or SNS service. I have saved. Now let's see the output of Logstash. Yeah, you can see there are two events on the console of Logstash. Means has read the data from CSV file and sent to the Logstash. You can see these are the two events. In the event you can see SNS message which we renamed, and here you can see that is the actually CSV line. There are two lines, so two events got generated. And you can see the SNS subject which we added in the filter section. SNS message which we renamed in the filter section. Now let's see our email, if we got the email or not. So both these events should be received by the email. Yeah, you can see we have got two emails. You can see for the first and this is for the second, and you can see the subject alert. So means our integration is working fine. You can make the complex pipeline as per your requirement. You can use the subject, dynamic subject. You can get the data from event and then you can populate in the subject. As per your requirement, you can modify this configuration. So we have covered both these parts. That's all for this session. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.